Hi, so the other day I was cleaning out my wardrobe and I found a bunch of old stuff from when I was in about year 9 or year 10. So I thought, why not share it with a bunch of strangers on the internet? Because some of it is actually kind of funny, because I was a bit of a loser back in year 9 and year 10. Not much has changed, to be honest. So the first thing I found was this piece of paper, and it's got like a little note I think I must have written to my friends on the top, which says, next time you sleep over we will have ice cream. But then the rest of the page is like this little weird comic of these two stick figure people who are going through a weird relationship. I don't know exactly what's going on. It's not very clear, but I think this might have been my attempt at trying to figure out how relationships and love work, and I don't think I really got it. And I still really don't get it. Page full of memes from 2009 that I apparently thought I should write down. By the way, this used to be hung up on my wall until about like a year ago. So I found this, which was written on the 9th of the 2nd, 2011, which was, year 10, yuck. And it says, some of the things that are important to me are my family, because I don't know what I'd do without them, my friends because they are loyal, awesome, and can always make me feel better when I'm upset. My pets are also important to me because they are like a part of the family. This is what happens when you don't have brothers and sisters. My education is also very important to me because one day I would like to have a really good job and be successful, although I'm not entirely sure what I want to do yet. Music is also a very important part of my life too, although not as important as some of the other things I've written down. But whenever I'm upset or angry, I can listen to music and feel a bit better. Ah, good. Fall Out Boy, here we go, is quite important to me too, and if there was a fire, then one of the first things I would grab would be my Fall Out Boy collection. Oh my god. I just want to remind you, this was when I was about, like 15, I think? Here's a little note I wrote to one of my friends. I can't remember which friend it was, but I wrote, somebody loves the person you hate, so put yourself in someone else's shoes and see things from their eyes. Which is like deep and meaningful and whatever. I probably got it from the internet, but I don't care. And then they just wrote back, meh. And then I just wrote back, think about it. And I say, after thinking about it with me, myself and I think the best thing to do is just say meh and go with it. And then I just say, okay, fair enough, and I gave up. I found an affirmation from someone because we had to do that kind of stuff in whatever that was, and it says, you are a really kind, friendly and nice person. I have noticed that you're a really good artist and work hard in class, which is good to see. Thanks. And I hope you enjoy being in the same class as me. I don't know who that's from, so I bought this book, and I think year 9, I guess, I don't know, it's all from year 9 pretty much, and I've wanted to give it to all my friends to, put in stuff, like write a page and little quotes and drawings and stuff. It's true, he never made it through a day of school. The only thing he studied was you. So if your friends jumped off a cliff, you would too? No, I'd be at the bottom to catch them. And this is the thing one of my other old friends wrote, and it says, if you got leukemia, I would shave off my hair. If you got paralyzed, I would move around in a wheelchair with you. And if you died, I would cry and cry, go into depression, and probably kill myself. That's a little bit drastic and kind of depressing in my little book of memories. I don't know. Yet another letter from someone. Another thing we used to do, which is really weird and kind of concerning for year 9s, is we used to write letters for when we were gonna die. Not that we were planning on dying or anything, but I'm concerned for my younger self, but it's, because the first line of this letter is, if you're reading this, it means I died, or I've just given it to you to read. I have this because she gave it to me to read. She's not dead. Just want to clarify that. I'm writing this whilst listening to You're Not Sorry by Taylor Swift. That's a good way to start it. That's a good way to start a letter. This letter is just full of teenage angst, and we were like 14, and it's just like we have the biggest problems in the world. One of my old friends used to always end letters and cards and whatever with like, I love you in a friendly friend kind of way. Just to clarify, she doesn't really love you in that way. Because, I'm constantly getting the wrong idea when people are saying that to me. I'm just like, oh, you love me? Better get married. A couple more affirmations that I found, which is, you are so thoughtful, trustworthy, and friendly. You help me when I'm down, and I really appreciate how kind you are to me. brackets, sorry for the spelling mistakes. Okay. And then, you are a very nice person and enjoy helping other people. You always understand jokes. You always understand jokes and make everyone laugh. That's what I'm here for. This was a play I had to do in drama in year... I think it was 9. I didn't like drama when I first started it. I eventually liked it. But we got paired up with someone. The teacher picked who we were paired with, and I was paired with this guy in my class. And we picked the only play where the characters have to kiss. But because we were in like year 9, we're like, oh, not doing that. Maybe this was year 10, I don't remember. Because it was just basically... Ours was the longest, I would just like to say, also. And there was part 1 was meeting. Part 2 was sex, which is always a good topic for when you're like 15. Part 3 was marriage. Part 4, baby. Part 5, Philip. Part 6, affair. And Part 7, divorce. Which is a lot going on in a year 9/10 play. I'm gonna read you a few lines from Part 2, which is the sex part, or whatever it is. Okay. Oh, the characters' names are Frank and Julie, by the way. Frank. It's a question of whether we make changes or keep things where they are. Julie. I don't think we should sleep together. Frank. No? Perhaps we should stop seeing each other then. Julie. Do you think so? Frank. Perhaps. If you don't think we should sleep together. Julie. I'm frightened. Frank. Once we do it, you might not be frightened. The first time is probably the worst. Julie. But it's a lot of hassle, isn't it? These days. Probably not, Frank. Probably not that much. I mean, everyone else does it. Julie. I don't know. Frank. I know they do. Frank has an idea. I know. Frank fetches out a coin and shows it to Julie. Yes? Julie. Okay. Frank. Heads we do it, tails we don't. Frank tosses. Heads. Your place or mine. They laugh. Okay, now the whole contents of the box is all over my floor. I'm gonna go and clean that up and see if I can make a video out of this at all. But do you guys have any embarrassing stories or little things you found from your high school / middle school days? Post down in the comments below to, you know, share your embarrassing stories. That's what we're here for, to share and to support each other. And yeah, I'm gonna go now. Okay, bye!